So guys, let's talk Samurai Jack Season 5, Episode 2, shall we? First of all, I gotta say, the episode was very, very well done, much like Episode 1 was done last week. So the episode starts off kind of funny, actually. We do get to see Aku in this episode. And yes, he is voiced by Greg Baldwin, which is the same person that filled in for Mako on Season 3 and the last bit of Season 2 on Avatar. Although, this isn't really a big complaint or nothing like that. But I was kind of hoping for a better performance by Greg, because I'll be honest, again, his take on Aku isn't bad, but to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I don't know if this is how they meant to betray Aku for right now, but Baldwin's take on Aku's voice, it sounds like a very, very old man that's saying, let's get this over with. Whereas when he did Iroh on Avatar, the resemblance between the voices was almost uncanny. To where, right now at least, in Aku's case, it sounds like Greg was kind of a little hesitant to take on this role. Now again, it could be just how they want Aku to seem for right now, because Jack starts up the episode taking out another of Aku's bug robots, and then we go down to Aku there, where he literally wakes up, puts his eyebrows on like an old man, and basically has to stretch and all to get up out of bed. And then this mud creature comes to give Aku an offering as a thank you for letting them live on the planet in peace. And the offering is a statue made out of mud, much like the creature. And then Aku's like, what the hell did you do? I just mopped an ear. Get out of here. And then these new scientists try to show Aku this new version of a beetle drone that they've created to kill Jack. And then Aku's like, oh, I haven't thought about that lousy bomb in years. But if you guys think you can kill him, go ahead. And then, excuse me, Aku goes into this sort of therapy session with this therapist version of himself, where he tries to tell him, oh, I'm so sick of hearing people talk about the samurai. And then the therapist is like, we don't speak his name here. This is a stress-free environment. And then they end Aku's part in the episode by saying, oh, I wish somebody could help me get rid of my problem. And it's not really clear as to whether that problem is Jack himself, or just the feeling I'm really not caring about it anymore. Now the rest of the episode is basically Jack being chased by the 7 daughters of Aku, where he basically goes nuts and fires yet another bazooka gun at them, and then manages to hide in sort of like this little mini shelter kind of thing, where his inner conscience tells him, this is pointless, you don't have your sword anymore, there's no hope, they'll kill you. And then, this is probably the most interesting and deepest part of the episode. Yeah, well, the second deepest part, I mean, because Jack's conscience says, look, aren't you tired of fighting? I don't want to have to be trapped here anymore. And Jack's conscience literally tells him, why don't you kill yourself? Don't you want to join our ancestors? So yes, guys, Jack's mind is literally trying to convince him to commit suicide, and that just shows the level of maturity that this final season is going for. So Jack basically spends the last few minutes of this episode basically playing a game of cat and mouse with the 7 daughters of Aku, and he manages to lead them into this warrior's burial ground, where he manages to quote-unquote borrow one of the mummified warrior's swords, and in doing that, he actually does kill one of the 7 daughters, and in doing so, manages to stab himself. And then they end the episode with Jack sort of getting out of the crypt and basically passing out in the waterfall. So again, guys, a very interesting and deep episode in this, because again, it dealt with a very controversial topic of suicide for one, and then the series actually delivered on something that it promised. Jack actually killed somebody for the first time ever. So that goes to show Candy and the rest of the crew are giving us what we wanted. So again, a very good episode, guys. A little bit disappointed with Baldwin's take on Aku's voice, but I am holding out hope that they told him to sound like that just until Aku, for lack of a better word, gets his shit together. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Super review for 82 will be coming up in a second. So, see ya.